2010 karma endung where ya bo we ne mo better breakthrough we pa Judas o aki album makilwoni kuona so we ne oni kilwona ni umera ka wono ngeyo mabe we ne moni umera gina ko man we wan poke so we eno yo better breakthrough music pa Judas rap knowledge now Judas o mediki we karma mediki we o better ka we madwong album Mario obero album makilwoni nakayang kuoni kono ngomo inspiring ko bion pian ingeo ko ghetto nakasero ko tek so ko o yaagi kenyo kera ke wayne berite biye wa kumfura so ko magian ko eno kelo ke magilwoni ko that album that first album ma wene magilwoni o mera eno better his breakthrough and that was also his first song in that album so Judas karmado yabo yue ko yabo no yue ga down of recognizing eno yabo ni nakayang ko ngomo inspiring we ba Judas magilwoni nakayang ingeo kano free yaba no jemenete charge bena berotie kwan bena bolo ki ngongo down lo kumi so when only was just to get back to down man gi why naka young and gumone pe ikwar kwano gi ngongo gi so when magnoni naka young obino to get back to the people that didn't believe in him go ay kwano bala ni me kono ngongo ni timene la we han mo yai ko yai so naka young it's like you didn't believe in me right now I am back so I've done it big so now this is the moment I'm living in the moment so Naga Young that was his second album now after that second album Judas Ubiro medeke go away album mo ken mo bion after Naga Young be do no one black tape the black tape biana ngeyo kajala we ne dite mo je madun kan pida so yele ne mitemo ne kan pida we ma yano boy ma pogo dogi duata so piani pogo dogi Judas do biro ki wene makilwone black tape was to collect wene mo ma en we kamu ken yam John but also piante karen lumix no rock tido maliat madong pelare so pian lumix on yamani de wa competitors madong gidi biro ma tiano nye so Judas was trying to switch from doing we kileba churi ritual but to now put in a little bit of English here and there so that he could also match energy but the late lumix at that moment so that's the black tape and a black tape watch out ritual pian people didn't recognize it to like more to Dana to and all that. Now after that he continued with his music. Only they became friends in Lumix, like tight friends in Lumix. Now because they would move together in Lumix a lot, Judas dong on am ne ko pa Lumix de kare on yot kum tutu an ma di dong pay about Lumix. Ma kun en ben no wacha kitchen Lumix no dong yot kum e pere every time they would move to do shows and all that. You can call Lumix on okay be dong remotier in his split arms and all that. So late Lumix no dong tima gor so but no local ma duongi Judas in dong ni an mo an be pay be dong. So that inspires Judas to do his another album mano gilwoni la funy pianong la funy tika funy koni dong en kum la funy be pay be dong and Judas so that inspires him to do la funy benada Judas did numbers of tracks in la funy Kenya mugo numbers of tracks in la funy Kenya Lumix benada kuone chati betpe in 2015 dong makum Lumix betpe Judas do go away makilwoni last king of payera pian dan madung do wakira kum Lumix dong pe hip hop dong kerne pe hip hop do to gang gang twin down when you again but anyway no the last king of payera and free tier so it was like there were two kings moti mogine jomadu logu me again dong they're not kings they're followers so and don't be beyond my child the last king of payera now Judas this the last king of payera that was a bit braggadocious and we me bume we me kienye we me quad we me vimba ka ikir meti nene we me vimba so mu boy we ene ingeo dimano ya obiro ki gang kan ben dan wa latini go we wake point pay we palatini we yet most time now there was a pressure but also demand pressure on obiro ki demand now pressure on obiro ki demand down ma gang kan they were demanding for way more me phone it wasn't just here but also in the diaspora people wanted him to like direct because no rocking on levity but you carry your marai so now okay why no can we phone down now that brought his other album Manogilwani Labon and the album of Labon and the kama yan bera fonya chole history bera fonya chole about our heritage bera lot to all about culture and all that most of the songs in that was about culture fun tekwar ngongo mabena lemuti you get good back lep matego iwene only last king of payera now that was his other album maro biono gonna the born get paid that came after the last king of Paya, mo better braggadocious song. Now in no better way me phone down. Now after way me phone yoni, Judas dore tele mo da obiano you can anchor with West Africa. Or West Africa na ko ya tele kere. Now after tele ke with West Africa he did another album me tele anchor with West Africa ni. Wangeo karma Judas better DC cow dinario. He did another album making one protect your soul. Piano no tele tie so. And he was like, those guys should protect their souls. Pianists coming for their soul. Now that inspires his album, and man may protect your soul because of telematic. After that, Judas Dore album the Akbar. The Akbar was more about himself, the achievement that he has achieved. You know, he has achieved so many things. Judas Dore Mayano Chiarkadam, Madame Mano Akinaidaland. To Time so, my doctor, Time Doctor or Twinye. He was down. Most of you knew he lost his girlfriend. Mano Cherka picking from the airport, no accident. So, you know, to Judas, the whole Peru comping, he realized no mire, Made Duguni. And no mire, no, you're more, Ila Okuane, Hotel, and Ila, Olareo. Did another album. Because that lifestyle, that experience actually inspired him to do another album. And that album was called The Book of Salvation. Ma wene ma duong ma bejo do be Kenya and all wene over we lega gospel songs. Wene mo machalo a lot kuona, anoni we a lot kuona. That's a very hit song and a very inspiring song. And so many songs got from that album. Beautiful songs. Then after that, Judah Dore umete tell the way can ma wajikere. Demand be rotie. More pushing and Milarek from Judas to Judah. It's not Judas anymore, it's Judah, the Akbar. Now it's not Judas. Now that came from the community and the people that cares about him. No, you cannot be Judah. So, but also after salvation, watching the book of salvation was about from Judas to Judah. Judah now, Judah is like the Lion of Judah. It is not the Judas that betrayed Jesus. Now after that, I told you he was doing another song, the Akbar. The Akbar was interrupted by Protect Your Soul. Ma pian boys channel, yabaron jwa and can that were chu pikaka no pi Uganda. That at that time that guy represented Uganda, not just Kaka actually. He represented Uganda. Though Ugalo cho so dark katimu this album makinoni the Akbar. The Akbar. Right now as we talk, Judah is working on another he's one of his biggest album. My album album Madiat Kilwone, the Temple of Hip Hop. Being on the Temple of Hip Hop. The Temple of Hip Hop came because, you know, after doing all these things, when I am Judah, he's even the first duo in a Chole land, performing hip hop song. Aside from that, so many MCs now from Kampala started recognizing him. Or when you Keko Lorekume, or when you Navio also came down here to battle Judah's rap knowledge. But party only. When now down why GNL also did a track with Judah's rap knowledge. But party GNL. So many MCs in Kampala now speaks about his name. He's now become an household name here, but also within Kampala. So he has gone to the Temple of Hip Hop. That's where the Temple of Hip Hop is now coming, because he feels like he has achieved so much now. He felt like he gotta be up there. We are tired in hip hop. That's where he belongs. So that is what has now inspired the Temple of Hip Hop. The Temple of Hip Hop is because of all these recognitions and he has gotten there. So and no why you can now Shaolin Beruki, Shaolin Temple, Wanano Bene, Omega Mugmanogi Aquano, Beru, Nutella Dini, Gichero, the Temple and all that. So Temple in it all, being Temple me hip hop, and no why Mama. Anda kono so mirda teng tiana we Temple of Hip Hop. So Judah rap no le chema wa jikere don ina kasero but ono no nyorne obero angagi one obero the late Vincent Uma OCCID mabedong is with or rest in peace, but eno obero no dan mama dan one obero dan mama dan enbo obero dan mama dan but kit ma Judah ya woni lo mix kere eno mar hip hop mar rap music moze ene kono no think the contrary. Museum no mar way point. So keep on museum and lumini lumix the dawn, rest in peace. But keep on museum no cho ni team boss me. Yan museum no now your team boss me and keep on is the real deal. So that's all about Judas for today. Let us know who next you want us to bring or about on this show. anga me having a full dose of his information and all that. More about Judas, if you still want to follow, we can still bring you more about Judas, but any at least what you nga ma Judas better Judas kono after tiro kwana kindigri college openye then ochiaro o medike kwan endo medike kwan away from that stage o kwan away eso Kampala kama yano kwan production music productions and all that. Now Judas rap knowledge kama wajikere chana mo alogo tikila tiana chel his love life is private. We are not going to talk about it. So peace out. Ngamemero adlore kume ya kwange.